Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more reading the My Hero Academia manga. This is chapter 408, titled Eyes of Determination. I'm reading this on TCB Scans, the only place to read your unofficial scans. Well, it's not the only place, but it's the best place. Man, this last 2 weeks flew by. I love when Horikoshi takes a break. I'm not sure if this was a Shonen Jump break or if it's just him taking a break, but whatever. 2 weeks flew by, and I'm ready. That cliffhanger at the end. That last chapter, I kid you guys not. I eat up lore like it's a large pizza. I'm just famished, and anytime lore comes at me, I'm like, nom, 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 give it to me. Yes. No, in all seriousness, the last chapter, it provided I am always, anytime they show the history of the world that Horikoshi's made, in any capacity, I find it so fascinating, and it's just fleshing out All For One as a character. And it kind of made it seem like we're going to get more. My predictions here that I posted a few days ago that kind of lean into that. As you guys know, I put predictions on Twitter or X or whatever before leaks drop because I don't know. Well, first of all, I lose track of myself. I'm always all over the place, and I want to catalog it somewhere. So here's my 408 predictions. I said, assuming we'll get at least one more All For One backstory chapter, which I think we are, but I'm basing this off of that. First, All For One rise to power from his perspective as he tries to hunt down One For All. If we get more All For One, I want to see him accumulate this power that he made this world of darkness, as he put it. His golden age of darkness, I think was his exact quote. We see the birth of One For All as a quirk when Yoichi passes it on to Kudo. We see Yoichi's death, which they teased at the end of the last chapter. My guess is All For One kills him. It could be something else. Maybe there's a twist, but it kind of makes it seem like, because Yoichi was escaping, and he's like, wait, no, give that back. And then, you see the hand get cut off. So I'm going to assume obviously Koichi dies. Yoichi, not Koichi. Yoichi dies. I'm assuming it's because of All For One, and I hope we see that. And then I added one, wishful thinking, but ends with a glimpse of All For One falling to All Might. I posted about this before, but my white whale of my hero is seeing the first fight between All Might and All For One. They always tease it, they always allude to it, and it's just like a mythical thing at this point. And I'm pretty sure our window for that has passed since All Might isn't really fighting anymore right now. But I just thought, maybe there's a chance if we follow All For One's, stuff leading up to the present. It's possible. I threw that in there. And that was about it for my predictions. So, other than that, no clue. Let's just dive on in. I said it was posted an hour ago, so I guess I'm a little bit late by my standards. First page. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. First page. We are getting Koichi. I keep saying Koichi. Yoichi's death. Sorry, I'm kind of in awe of what I'm seeing. This is really, it's not graphic. It's and it is kind of graphic. You're seeing the top jaw of Yoichi in the air with his hand and stuff. He named his brother Yoichi because he was his first possession in this world. He named him Yoichi because of that. I'm not really sure what Yoichi means in Japanese or kanji or whatever they call it, so if he wouldn't become his. And so here, what I'm seeing here is All For One is holding out his hand, and you see it's almost like Yoichi's body unraveled. It's it just became fabric, and it's just almost disintegrating. And the only visible parts of him left that we can see, I see a shoe. You see his hand. That's sticking out. This must be the image we got of it being cut off. And you see the top half of Yoichi's head. You see the nose and jaw area. It's unsettling, but it's not necessarily gruesome. There's a little bit of blood, but nothing. This could be worse. We've seen Horikoshi do worse, gruesome things. So Okay, so that's confirmed. That All for One. Yeah, by the way, yes, more All for One backstory. He's so cool of a character. I know people hate him, but like I think he's a very entertaining character. I'm not rooting for him. I want him to lose, but he's extremely entertaining and very interesting to me. Chapter 408, Eyes Full of Determination. Oh, that's got to be referring to All for One. His eyes are. I mean, we saw his eyes in the last chapter. They are full of a lot of things. I'm sure determination is one of them. 2 months had passed since his brother ran away. Oh, whoa. Dude, he's fighting. Oh, shit. They're in like some sort of a hall or. No, this has to be like a sewer because there's water. Like a sewer system. And these look like the freedom fighters or whatever. I don't know if they're like. They have to be a resistance, right? To All for One. They're all running away from him. There's like a dozen or so of them. We see Kudo and the third user, whose name escapes me. They were good friends. I can't remember his name for the life of me. I'm sorry. Yeah, wow. So this is literally the scene we left off on, where like they're holding hands. He's trying to drag him away, Yoichi, and then like boom, All for One. Now we know kills him, and then the hand gets dropped and stuff. 2 months had passed since his brother ran away. So 2 months. All for One had presumably been chasing down his brother and this resistance group. This is so cool. I love this shit. Okay. We see Kudo on the ground in the water. Damn, 2 months eluding All for One. You know how fucking scary that'd be? Him and the man who stole his property stared at each other. Oh shit. Whoa, dude. All for One looking like... He looks badass right here. He's got like a trench coat over his like suit. And he's just stained with blood and shit. His uncanny eyes, weirdly matte since the day he was born. And like oh my god, Kudo and him just locking eyes. Kudo, it's crazy. Like All for One's like eyes are just rings, and then Kudo's are like I still would compare him to Bakugo. I know he's not. I think thankfully that was like debunked, but like he does have a very like calm Bakugo expression here, with those eyes. Oh shit! Now we're getting a closer up of the eyes. Didn't reflect. Okay, wait. His uncanny eyes, weirdly matte since the day he was born, didn't reflect the young man. Whoa. That's a interesting detail. So Kudo's eyes, first of all, it looks like he's crying. He's got like tears forming, and you see the reflection of All for One in his eyes. And then you go to All for One, it's there's no tears. It's just blood splattered around him. He doesn't even have a pupil. It's just that ring that we saw of him as a kid. Wow, that's sad though. Like Kudo's crying. There were theories, not mine. I was reading up on this like I don't know before the break or whatever. People were thinking that Kudo and Yoichi were lovers, and I wonder if that is going to get confirmed. Like, not to get too in depth here, okay, but at some point there had to have been some sort of DNA transfer for, you know, one for all to pass on. I'll leave it at that. But he's crying here. Clearly, Yoichi meant a lot to him. I mean, we already knew that, but shit. Okay. Moving on, we're getting a big shot of a city and a gigantic building in the middle. I'm assuming this is like All for One. Yeah, this is like his home. Man, that's crazy. It's almost like a utopia, like the way that looks. That's so cool. The meta ability I gave Yoichi was gone, as we see All for One holding the hand of his brother. Man, are we about to get some like mind fucking reveals here? Because like that, okay, this imagery, it's as we know, Shigaraki, All for One put hands on him when he's younger. It all started here with his All for One has like a hand fascination. Is that why he like passed that on to like to Tomura? So many things. My mind's racing again. I love a chapter that gets my mind racing. Yes. The meta ability I gave Yoichi was gone. He's just holding his hand. He's just sitting in this like skyrise alone. at a table. He's got like dinner, wine. Must be nice to just rule everything and get whatever you want. The power he forcibly gave. Okay, so we're getting a narrator here. The power he forcibly gave his brother after Yoichi refused to submit, saying he didn't need something stolen from someone else. This has never happened before. All for One thinks to himself. Wait, is he detecting from the hand? Can All for One detect, like, can he steal quirks from corpses? Or, like, what's like remaining of a corpse? Because he's saying that the meta ability I gave him is gone. Like, he's just, like, sensing it from the hand, I guess? I don't know. This has never happened before. He continues to think. By the way, these are really good shots of All for One. Like, he's very... I don't say this much for All for One. He's very, like, dignified. Like, he's, like, solemnly thinking about this stuff. He has no emotion except for maybe a little bit of, like, sorrow or, like that 1,000-yard stare kind of thing. No. I confirmed with my power that Yoichi didn't have any meta ability. No, I confirmed with my power that Yoichi didn't have. But he did. I thought I unconsciously stole it when we were babies. But through research, I found out that he actually had a factor. It was just so weak that my power didn't even consider it a meta ability. Okay. I mean, yeah, in context, that Yoichi's power, honestly, by itself, is probably the weakest power of all. Of it's like a nothing. It's like an empty ball of nothing. Like it's an ability to pass on that ability to pass on an ability. The only reason it became anything was because it fused with a stockpile ability. I love they're bringing attention to this stuff. Like, that's so cool to think about. I love little details like this. It just fills in gaps. That's really cool. He continues to think. By the way, all the borders are black throughout most of this. This is to indicate it's in the past, obviously. Just want to mention that. It probably stayed that way because he didn't get enough nutrients during development stages. Could it have transferred, he thinks? Cutting to, okay, the like resistance group with Kudo and stuff. Leader, just to be sure, All for One didn't touch you during that fight, right? Cut the crap, Bruce. Go straight to the result. Bruce? His name's Bruce? By the way, that's my dad's name. Bruce? No, there's no way. Bruce? No, wait, what? I could have swore we had a name for this guy before. Maybe we didn't. Maybe that's why I didn't know. Bruce? That is so strange. That doesn't sound like a Japanese name at all. Like I said, it's my dad's name in real life is Bruce. That is so strange to me. Okay. Cut the crap, Bruce. I kind of like that though. I kind of like how you have all these like strange names of the wielders, and then you have like Nana Shimura, Banjo. Oh, it's Bruce. Hi, Bruce. This is like, it's just, I don't know. That's kind of great. Yeah, that's cool. You said you were feeling weird, right? Spot on. Your body has two factors now. Your natural one and a very small, almost insignificant one. By the way, what the hell? Kudo looking like a snack right here. He's got them bedroom eyes. Like he's like I'm just gonna say he's a handsome dude. Holy shit. Horikoshi, like, people are like, oh, he only draws beautiful women. Nah, bullshit. He draws some handsome ass men. Kudo's on that list for sure. Holy shit. Well, I can see what Yoichi saw in him if they were lovers. Yeah, I had a feeling it was something like this as he looks at his hand. Oh, whoa. Oh, we're getting some like parallels here. Well, that's a good shot. So, okay, there's two images. On the right, on my right, you have Kudo, and on the left, you have All for One. All for One's holding the hand of Yoichi, and Kudo's holding, like, not holding anything. He's just looking at his own hand, but it's like paralleled. Yeah, I had a feeling it was something like this, says Kudo. On the left, All For One thinks to himself, the meta ability I gave him disappeared. In order to remediate for the missing parts, someone stole it. And thus began the hunt for that dude. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Fuck yeah. I'm so happy. I'm sorry for cussing. I don't like to cuss too much in these, but that is so cool. Like we're seeing what like the thought process of All For One putting together that like something was created, something that like my brother, he's dead, but he's not like, oh wow. That's fascinating. Oh, more parallels. Hold up, what do we got here? We're getting Yoichi. I couldn't. Okay, again, there's a right side and a left side. I'm gonna read down. Right on the right side. By the way, the right side is like brighter and like not happier, but just like lighter, and then the left is like dark and depressing. And he's actually got like, I don't know. He's wearing the same shirt both. Anyway, I couldn't stop my brother on the right side. You kept me alive. He only views people as toys in games. If only you could think about other people's feelings. Oh, he's having like, not split personality. He's having like differing thoughts. Like, he only views people as toys in games. Huh. It's almost like one half is trying to think that his brother is not that bad. Like, you kept me alive. Like, if you could only think about other people's feelings. Like, this side, the sympathizing with his brother. And on this side, I couldn't stop my brother. He only views people as toys in games. Like, it's more of a down opinion on his brother. Very interesting. Yes, I love this stuff. Yoichi's will now lives within me, Kudo says as he looks at, and you see the reflection of the hand in his eyes again. And then, oh, whoa! Oh, that's so crazy. That's just so weird to me. Like, you see the reflection of his own hand in his eye, and then in All For One's, who's actually holding a hand, like, you don't see anything. It's still that glassy, matte stare they were saying. Oh, this is... That means it still exists, All For One says. Yo, I can't believe it. I love that Horikoshi is like doing this. Dude, wasn't this one of my predictions? Like, just showing the I mean, it's not a crazy bold prediction. Let me pull it up again. But yeah, like, it's showing the formation of All For One's rise to power from his perspective as he tries to hunt down One For All. Yeah, this is that. The Yoichi's death. See the birth of One For All as a quirk. And when Yoichi passes on to Kudo, technically we didn't get that. We didn't get that part. That's interesting. They didn't show the moment that he got it. Huh. Whoa! Oh shit. I need to like zoom out. Hold on. There's like a gigantic a very big double spread here. Yeah, I need to zoom out. Okay, I need to zoom out even more. It's like taking up the whole screen. Hold up. I was at 100%. Now I'm at 80% zoomed out. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. A lot going on. I'm going to start on the right, as per usual. Yoichi is saying, the power to give and take could have been the kindest in the whole world. That's true. That's a fascinating way to look at it, actually. It could be the most evil to be able to take whatever you want and give and, like, force people to submit. But, like, give and take is, like, an ideology, like a way to live, give and take, like, help each other, you know? Wow. And then here's the thing that made me go, wow, here. We're getting, Horikoshi's art, it's so good. And All For One getting some really good panels in this chapter. This is a great chapter. Wow. Okay, let me look into this here a little bit before we start reading. Yo, it is. Oh my god, it's literally him, his rise to power. Oh my god, I called it. Holy shit. It's literally, so the focus of it is you see All For One like front and center, like almost like swimming through all these events. Like, he's got his hand out. It's just this path of destruction that he's leaving. But behind him, you're seeing like a step by step of like everything he did up until Nana on the bottom. Yo, okay, so let's go through this. I'm sorry, I am a nerd. I'm going to analyze this. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you guys want me to pick up the pace. You know what? I'm digging in here. All right, starting off, in the top right, you see the moment where Kudo dies. It's where All For One has him by the throat, and he's crying. That's when he's crying. Oh, he's bringing it all back. Okay. And then you have Bruce. It looks like in his fight against him, and then him defeating Bruce. You have Garaki. Is that a young Garaki? That's a young Garaki. Yo, what the fuck? That's so cool. You have All For One sitting on this throne, almost like a cult-like room. And then you have a young looking, he's got the same like round glasses on. That's Garaki, man. Oh, that's so sick. So that's such good, valuable information, because we know that Garaki offered his longevity quirk to All For One. And if we assume whatever age he was at that point, we can kind of calculate All For One's age. That is very valuable. I'm definitely going to dive into that on the off screen. And then you have him fighting Banjo. And, so he reached Banjo, but it was after he had already passed it on, because it looked like he like tried to snatch it from him, but there's nothing. Okay, I'm not sure the order to read this. But you kept defying my expectation. Wait, no, I think it might be the end. I shed tears because I knew you would be confused by them. Oh, that's why he cried. I control and bring ruin both to the things I desire and the things I despise. That's how I keep everything under my control, even though I want you, no matter how much I chase. But you keep defying my expectations. He says he wants it. He wants his brother back. I mean, that's kind of touching, but he's also evil, so, you know. And anyway, so they get Banjo, and that's when he defeats Banjo. And then who was the one with Smokescreen? I can't remember his name. I'm very sorry. Sometimes I get rusty on the users' names. But he gets cut in half. Yo! Oh my god! Wait. Not only does he get cut, so we've always seen the shot. For a while we've seen the shot of when he gives his DNA to Nana, but I never suspected he was cut in half in that moment. Plus, lost an arm. That is fucked. Holy shit, bro! He hands a clump of hair to Nana, and like as he's bleeding out, like just torso and one arm on the ground, and then you see like. Bro, and then you see like All For One coming from behind the smoke, and like he's like, "I'm coming for you," and you see Nana like clench it, and like no matter how much I chase, and you see Nana, bro, yeah, like, oh my god, I'm so close. Wait, hold up. My whole prediction was that it would lead all through all this and go to like when he fights All Might. I swear. I've been extremely spot on with my prediction. This never happens. I swear, if the last thing I said comes true and we see the fight that I've been wanting to see forever. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Fuck! We do! No way! Oh my god! Yo! Oh my god! We got it! I mean, not the whole fight, but we're seeing a moment from it. Oh my god. Oh, yes! Thank you! It's not the whole fight, but at this point, I will take it. We see the moment. Oh my god, it's glorious. We see the moment. He looks so badass. All Might looks he looks feral. No wonder that haunted his dreams. Look at that man. Look at that symbol of peace. About to clock his freaking head off and make him a potato head. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my god, you guys don't understand. I just had a post about this like 3 weeks ago. How I was like, I'm gonna retweet whenever I'm done with this. I'm gonna retweet that post because I totally saw this shit coming. I'm not that guy to like always be like, oh, good job, Mighty, you predicted this. This I actually did like three or 4 weeks ago. You know what? The post is right before this one. Let me see. What did I say exactly? It's like right around here. Hold up. Okay, right here. On November 19th, I said there's a chance, albeit small, that this current All For One backstory leads to the mythical first fight between him and All Might, when his little brother hit back, so to speak, and All For One's dream collapsed. This is my white whale of MHA. Little did I know we would see it 2 weeks later. Holy shit. Okay, sorry. This is so cool. This is like, this is the, again, I wanted the whole fight, but at this point, I will take this. We're seeing All Might, like, right in front of his face, and this is one of the best detailed shots we've ever had. Oh my god. This is immediately top 3 panel or page ever for me. I'm gonna make like a poster of this and like print it and put it on my wall. This is so cool. I'm like shaking. I'm sorry. We see All Might just like the most pissed off mother effer ever. And at this point, he has his guts ripped out. Right? We know that his guts got ripped out, and then he still charged at All For One with his guts out, and like that's the top part. The bottom part, you always slip through my fingers. It's literally All Might striking a signature freaking badass pose with his fist going, like, destroying like the top half of All For One's head, and you just see blood like exploding like a pop balloon. Oh my god, yes! I can't believe we actually got this. I've been clinging to hope for this. I've always wanted to see this. I've always wanted to see this. But after All Might's fight, that ended like 15 or so 10 chapters ago, whatever. I was like, okay, that was like our last chance. Like they would have shown a flashback of it, like to stir up emotions for All Might's like potential last fight and stuff. It didn't happen. I was nearly like giving up hope, and then now that we're starting getting this All For One flashback, I was like, you know what? There's a chance. There's still a chance if they play back, if they go through it enough, it will culminate with this. I'm sorry. I'll move on. But like this is so cool. I'm so sorry. I don't normally ramble about this, but I've been wanting this for so long, and it's so cool. Okay, it looks like it's just this though. Again, there's a chance we might get it in the movie though. The movie had All Might on the poster with the Silver Age costume and stuff. So we might get the whole thing. But you know what? Thank you, Horikoshi. Thank you. I will take this. I will gladly take this. I will never ask for anything again. I will even drop all hopes for Vigilante cameos because that's not going to happen. Clearly, I'm now fully content. Like anything can happen in the rest of this story. That Horikoshi gave me my white whale. It is glorious. That's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Again, I might print that out when we get like a high quality like. And then you see him kneeling down in the pool of blood right in front of All For One, and we see like the background now of the battlefield though. That's so cool. Oh, that's so great. It's like almost midnight, and I was like kind of tired going into this, but now I'm like I'm amped, man. And then you see Garaki. Oh my god, that makes sense. The body of All For One goes to the morgue, and who do we know? That's like got his pockets and everything, hospitals and shit. It's Garaki. He's like sweating bullets though. So okay. Wow. Actually, thinking about that now, like what we always thought happened was All Might like assumed he killed him because he hurt him so bad. No, he actually did kill him. All Might actually did kill. It wasn't just a figure of speech, and All For One was like, "Come kill me a second time, All Might." I thought it was just like a snarky comment. But no, he actually killed him. His body was in the morgue, wrapped up, ready to be dissected. And then Garaki snatched it. And Garaki revived him somehow. So technically speaking, I guess I'm sorry, my mind's racing. All For One kind of was like the first Nomu. Like a living corpse. But obviously not, because Garaki cares so much about All For One. I bet he brought him back as true to him or his normal self as he could. Um, we're cutting back to the present now. Oh, is that it? No, I wanted more backstory stuff. But I mean, hey, part of my prediction, it culminates with that. It ends with like, just so happy. There's more to read, but I just gotta breathe in, man. That was so satisfying. Years of wishing to see that, and we got it. Okay. All right. We're cutting back to the present. So the flashback looks to be over for now. I doubt we'll cut back to that, to more flashback stuff, but who knows. It's all your fault, Kudo, shouts All For One as he's like coming out of the building. And he's like got a whole bunch of shit coming out of him too. A lot of quirks. It looks like he's getting ready for an attack. Kudo. But I exterminated his bloodline. Not only that, but I also killed every single woman and children who are close to him. If they were related. He thinks Bakugo's related to him? I would have sensed it back then. And he's thinking back to when Bakugo's right in front of him in Kamino. Horikoshi, you're so funny. Dude, you know he reads up on like the fan theories and stuff. And now he's just like, yeah, you guys thought he was related to him? No. Horikoshi's sense of humor. He's so funny. But if they were related, I would have sensed it back then. But that's crazy though. He killed every woman and child who was ever close to Kudo. That's so fucked. He killed Kudo and then just like, no, what? No, it's not enough. Off with all your family's heads. That's hardcore. Oh, it's the eyes. They weren't like that before. As we see Bakugo launching himself up, still twinkling, baby. He still looks magnificent. It's just a coincidence. Like it transcended time and space. Just to oppose me. So basically he's like, this fucking universe, it's fucking with me now. It implanted the eyes of my enemy and put it into this little brat. Wow, that's crazy though. It is showing Bakugo and him side by side. So I don't know, like what maybe Horikoshi's whole plan was to like make him look like Bakugo just for fans to speculate, or maybe he just made him like that and then realized later, like, oh shit, I actually made him kind of close, and then now he's like, you know what? I'll just throw in a little details, like even All For One's like, they're not related, are they? This is a great chapter. I'm so happy right now. It's just a coincidence. Like it transcended time and space to oppose me. But he makes it look like he carries that man's will. That is. They see Bakugo, close up of Bakugo. Looking magnificent. What if I use my gloop warp to get rid of him? No, the only available teleport points would be All Might, who's still nearby, and Tomura. I can't keep sparring and getting even younger, he thinks, because Tomura is already fighting back. When I get to him, conflict will be inevitable. Thank you. Yes. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, there's no way All For One just thinks he can waltz up and just do the transfer and take control. He has to be smart enough to know that Shigaraki's going to resist him. I'm so glad that Horikoshi also agrees with that and straight up said him say, I can't get too young because when I get there, I'm going to have to like duke it out a little bit. Which he has to be pretty confident himself if he thinks that a 14-year-old version of him can beat Tomura right now. But hey. I need to spare some energy for the transfer. Is what I thought. But screw that. What? I'll kill him and do the transfer all in one move. What the fuck? Full factor release, All For One goal. What? And we see Yoichi saying it's coming. What am I looking at? Holy shit. This has to be the detail on this This is crazy. Oh, I gotta zoom in. This is like actually absurd. Hold up. Full factor release. He's using like every quirk he has, all for one goal. That's a cool ultimate move name. All for one goal. I mean, it's not like really a move name, but it's like it kind of fits, you know? Bro, I don't even know what I can't describe what I'm seeing here. I mean, I can. I'm lying there. I can describe it. It's just going to be hard. Okay. All right. So to start with, this little like 1% sliver over here, yeah, we got all for one, you know? It's all for one. We know him. I love him. Some don't love him. But he's right there. That's 1% of what I'm looking at. And then you look over here at the other 99%. Things get a little interesting. He's got people or like body parts, creatures, rings, balls of energy, skeletons, debris, bones. It's just everything you could possibly imagine growing out of everything beneath his neck. And these have to be the quirk factors of every person he's like taken of, right? That is crazy. I always say like, man, I can't wait to see this animated. For this, they might not even animate it. They might be like, yeah, the budget, sir, the budget doesn't allow for this. What do you mean? Allow for what? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think we can animate that. You know, as I look around the tapestry of like the shit that's happening right here. That is crazy. So this is all for one's like big final move. See, he even said like, I can't keep fighting. I need to save energy. And then he says, screw that. I'll do both. I'll kill him and do the transfer all in one move. Bro, Bakugo, I don't know what you're gonna do, man. Holy shit. Okay, I'm scrolling down. And the attack is much bigger than I thought. So you have that big mass of like the things I described, but around it, there's like rings, like which I assume is gonna like launch him. It's very Koichi-like. If anyone's read Vigilantes, there's no chance in my mind that he stole Koichi's quirk because he's in America. But like it's very Koichi being able to propel and like launch yourself. And you have this big, you know those like globes that have like electricity? It's like that. It's like a giant one with him at the center. It's just this black energy going all around him. Coming through, says all for one. And he's just destroying skyscrapers with this gigantic ball. This is like the biggest, this has got to be, yeah, this is no question. This is the biggest attack we've ever seen in the series. For sure. Whatever he's charging here. Bakugo, you see boom, boom, boom. Like he's like launching himself with his feet, which is really cool. I like that visual. He's like very Iron Man-like right now. He'll use all that energy to propel himself. Says Edgeshot, who should be dead. He wants to end things with that move. Edgeshot better not survive this. He should have just keeled over and died. He's like that little, I said this on Twitter, he's like that little worm now from frickin' SpongeBob. Like, bro. Whatever. He's still alive and he's analyzing. He'll use all that energy to propel himself. He wants to end things with that move. And you have All Might who's spouting out blood saying, he thinks to himself, that will rewind him back into a baby. It's his final gamble. Dodge, young Bakugo. I love how he says young Bakugo. Young Midoriya. Young Bakugo. I've said this before in other videos. I think it's like really cute detail. And then you have Bakugo, who's just kind of standing there looking at it, sweating out big globs of sweat. Are you stupid? He says. You're bound to lose with that thing. That's such a Bakugo line. That's such a Bakugo line. Looking at the ultimate attack of all ultimate attacks in the distance. Just like all for one, launching everything at once. And you have Bakugo smiling like, are you stupid? You're not going to win with that shit. Legendary chapter. Legendary chapter. Man, I wish we had even more of the backstory though. Like that was riveting stuff. That was so good. Never giving up hope. ... I don't know if we're getting a chapter next week. It doesn't say if we're getting like a break or not. Oh my god. Okay, so all that stuff at the end, great. Honestly, it's great. But the first half with the backflashes, oh my god, I can't get over the fact we saw it. Again, we didn't see the whole fight, but we saw the climactic part of the fight where All Might delivers that blow that it kills him, canonically kills him. That is so metal. All Might being metal right there. That has to be my thumbnail, right? That's so good. All Might's so fucking cool. Bro, and the form he does when he punches him, that's like immaculate. That's like something you'd see on like the front of an Olympic stadium of like an athlete, like striking a very Olympian pose. Like that is so cool. And you just see how big All For One actually is. Like All Might is like 6'7" or no, I think he's like 7'1" in his buff form. And you can see All For One, they're both like in the air, and he's like clearly a little bit taller than All Might. Like I don't even know. I want to know what his official height is. Like he's not like crazy muscular. Like he's more like kind of just like a dude, like a regular kind of fit looking dude. But he looks like just big. He's like a big dude, and like he makes All Might like this is. By the way, this is technically. I just thought about this. Technically speaking, this is our first like prime All Might that we've seen in the manga. Now, I guess technically not because he's injured here with that fatal wound, but he's not succumbed to it yet. Because we know All Might wasn't his prime when he fought, or relative close to his prime when he fought All For One. That is so cool. I love that. I like I said, I might have to like print this on like fine print and like frame it. It is so good. Oh, white whale acquired. Like if this series ended and we never saw anything from that fight other than like All Might leaned over him as All For One's bleeding to death or like bleeding out, I would have been like, man, my hero is great, but I wish we had gotten it. I wish. Horikoshi, I love you, but I wish you gave it to us. And he did. Not the whole fight, but he gave me what I wanted. All right. This. I don't know what'll I use for the thumbnail. There's so many good shots. I think it has to be either that one, because that is a mythical moment we're seeing. That's been alluded to the entire series, and we're finally seeing it. So it's either got to be that, or it's got to be like of All For One, because the focus is on him. Or maybe Yoichi and Kudo. I don't know. You'll find out by the time I post this, but like, oh god. I kid you not. I love this shit. I eat it up. The lore, like as cool as that second half was with like his ultimate move and all that stuff and thinking about Bakugo and Kudo and stuff. This first half was like, yes. This is a chapter I'm going to sink my teeth into for a while. So prepare to see a lot of posts from me as I break down and analyze this. But like, holy shit. I was like freaking 100% right with my predictions. I mean, I was like 90% right. Technically, we didn't see the moment that Yoichi passed on the power. Which, that's my one caveat, as I do, like, I kind of want to believe that they were lovers, Kudo and him. And maybe they're just kind of alluding that with him crying and stuff. Like, because we know he can only pass on his power through DNA. Just saying. Maybe it was as simple as like he had a lollipop and Yoichi just had a lollipop and then he gave it over to Kudo. He's like, hey, want to taste? And then like, oh, sure. Whoa, power! You know? I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. It can't be like that. But like, wouldn't that be funny? But no, we didn't see the moment. So we're only, it's up to our speculation, because I guarantee we're not going back to Well, no, I can't say that. It's a very small possibility we'll see more stuff. Maybe near All for One's like death or something, but no, I think we got the bulk of our history backflashes for now. All right, we're at 45 minutes, so I should probably wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. This was amazing. I'm gonna awe over that frame of All Might punching the shit out of All for One for a good 5 hours. And yeah. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, by the way, leave your thoughts down below, of course, as always. Thank you to everyone who comments. Until next time, it's been Mighty Gazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.